Oh my god, how's it going? It's been really, really long, I feel like, since I've recorded my last video. I think that was in January, so like a month ago, which I guess for a virus standards is not all too long ago, but it feels like very long ago. Like I was consistent for a little bit there. I had like 2 weeks of consistency going on, which, in the grand scheme of things doesn't really matter because I only posted 2 videos. So, yeah, I don't know, but we're back and we're building a house. Well, I guess technically, if we want to get real quirky, we're building 2 houses today. Well, I'm building it. You're not doing shit. You're just fucking watching me, probably like gaming in the background. But, yeah, so I'm building this house. And it's for my legacy challenge, whatever thing. I don't know if I've already explained this. I don't think I have. Basically, like, a legacy challenge is you play through 10 generations. The fuck, I can't talk. Guys, it's 11 a.m. I've been awake for a couple of hours, but in the morning, I'm just, like, oddly calm. So, I don't know why I'm choosing to record this now. My actions don't even, like, make sense to me myself, so I don't know how they're supposed to make sense to you, But, what was I talking about? I can't even fucking remember. Oh yeah, I was explaining what a legacy challenge is. So, basically, it's like you play through 10 generations, I could pronounce that word this time, and you just kind of, like, fuck around, make a shit ton of money, and that's what I'm doing right now, pretty much. I think I have... Right now, I'm on my 5th generation. I've had let's count the people I play with. I've had Allison, Jesse, Emery. Then Lorelai, and now we're at Ashton. And so far, the one that I'm playing with is my favorite, but I'll get into it later. Right now, I'm building the house for my 4th generation, so for Lorelai. And I don't know, I don't really plan these things out very well, like I do with most things that I do in my free time. So, all I knew was that, like, Lorelai liked horses and green, and I just kind of went from there. Like I said, I don't plan things out well, but it's just how the way things work, It's not my problem I didn't plan it out properly, but I kind of just went from there, and also, there's this house is pretty confusing because it's all, like, in Lorelai's style, but she also has a sister called Marina, and my only thing for her is pretty much that she likes pink, and that she's pretty much like a Barbie kind of person. So, like, every single Marina area is just completely fucking pink. I don't know why I decided to do that. Again, it's another fire mystery, I guess, but I did have a lot of fun. And then this is Lorelai and Marina's house, and then I'm gonna be building another house for their dad, which is Emery. This is some really complicated Sims lore, and I'm kind of tempted to, like, explain this generation, because I feel like this generation is, like, the most confusing one. Well, I guess Emery's generation is also a bit confusing, but especially this one, because I mean, like, their alien sister drowned in front of their eyes, or she was frozen to death. I don't know. And also the fiance of Lorelai, like, Lorelai was about to be in labor, like she was one day off, and then her fiance, fucking died by a kelp plant. How do you do that, man? Come on. But yeah, so now Ashton is fatherless, so I think that's pretty funny. This is unrelated to him being fatherless, but I also made him emo, because I thought that would be fun, and I also made him an astronaut. Basically, I just picked, like, the two polar opposite things, emo and astronaut, but I thought it was pretty funny, so I did that, and I also played through the grilled cheese aspiration with him, because I also thought that was funny. But right now, in real life, I've built this house, like, I don't know, fucking like a month ago. And now I'm building the emo's house. I don't even know if you can call him emo. He just wears like black, and I don't know like the difference between punk, goth, and emo. I was gonna say punk, goth, and black. that isn't right, Elvira. Let's not say that. But I just call him emo because I feel like that is the most fitting somehow. But right now, in real life, I'm building his house. So I'll post that like eventually as well. But that is like my legacy houses are fucking gigantic. So it's gonna take a really, really fucking long time before I'm able to post that. Because this house took me really fucking long to build. And then even longer to edit. Like right now, as you're watching this video is probably like half an hour, which is long for a Vire's standards. Like, yeah. But when I sped the footage up, it was 1 hour and 6 minutes. I cut down so much of this shit. I don't think you guys realize. This took way too fucking long. Building this house took me like 6 hours. And I was fucking mad. I just wanted to play The Sims, but instead I had to sit here building my little house, which, you know, I did have a lot of fun. But then I realized that I had to cut out like half of the footage. I suddenly had a whole lot less fun. Now I'm putting in a fireplace. Okay, a bit more on the on my legacy challenge lore. I have an immortal cat, and his name is Sheep. And for some reason, this fucking dude is obsessed with fireplaces, which that's cool, you know? Fireplaces, they're kind of nice. I like fireplaces. They're like warm and shit. But this cat is obsessed with fireplaces to another degree. This cat, when the fireplace is on, will sit in front of the fireplace for days until he almost starves. I am not kidding. I don't know why the fuck this dude does this, but he's been doing this for 5 generations. So I love Sheep, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, Sheep is really a handful, because I'll check on him like every day, and I'll ask him like, hey Sheep, what's wrong? And then I'll get a notification like, Sheep is starving. Well, maybe you shouldn't sit in front of that fucking fireplace the whole entire day, Sheep. But, yeah. It's a little bit about my, just a tiny bit about my little rant. No, I'm starting, I put another fireplace in there. It really is a big fucking problem. Also, I must warn you that, I'm gonna do a bit of a tour at the end of this, speed build thingamabob. And the place is going to look a whole lot different because these people, like, now have had 3 kids in total. And a whole lot of fires had been started. So, like, a lot of the furniture has been burned down. And, no, did the father die? No, the father didn't die. But the sister did. Her name was Aurora. And, Emery, the dad, got pregnant with her because he got abducted by aliens. This isn't even an abnormal thing. This is just, like, his dad was a scientist, so that shit just happens on the regular, you know? But I quite like my legacy challenge. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about, because this video is like 25 fucking minutes long, and you know, funnily enough, wow, a Vire doesn't have anything to talk about. Wait, now I'm doing Marina's room. Yes, I quite like Marina's room. The odd part is the thing that I enjoy moist. Fucking excuse me, why did I say moist? The thing that I enjoy most of in her room / area is the bathroom. And I cut out all the bathrooms because I didn't want to talk for an hour. Like, I'm already struggling to make it to 25 fucking minutes here. How do you expect me to make it to an hour? I know I can blab on for a little bit, but I can't blab for an hour long. That just reminds me of streaming. I used to do that for like, I don't know, 2.5 hours. That just still fucking baffles me. I don't understand how I had, like, the energy to talk for 2.5 hours. Like, I must have been a crazy person, and I'm really fucking glad that I recovered, if you can call it that. Yeah, we didn't even get to see Marina's bathroom. I am violently upset. I was gonna say viciously, but then I remembered I don't really know what viciously means. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know what it means, you know? It's like one of those words that you know how to use in a sentence, and you know how to make sound right, but you just don't know what it means. I don't know if that's a bilingual thing, or if that's just, I don't know, a normal thing as well. It is strange. What could I talk about? I think the last video, no, not the last video, the video before that I posted, I talked a little bit about my obsessions and how it was Equestria girls. I have progressed since then. Let's say that. I not in an Equestria girls kind of way, but like I have become obsessed with regular things. Like with all of these things, I've already been obsessed. But just now it has been revived times 1,000. So lately I've been listening to a lot of music. I also talked about that 2 videos ago, that I was obsessed with Mother's Eureka album. Now wait, okay, pause my obsessions. It isn't important anymore. We're starting on the other building, and I really, really fucking struggled with this one. As in, like, I first built a whole shell of a house and decided I didn't like it and deleted the whole thing and then started over. And then I switched the wallpaper of the outside 1,000 fucking times. And then, like, in the non-sped up version, I was busy fixing the roof for half an hour. Excuse me, Avire, don't you have better things to do? Maybe the upstairs doesn't have to be accessible, you know? Maybe you just don't use the upstairs. Oh my god, I don't know why I did such things. I did for the greater good, I guess, but I didn't even visit this house all too much. Like, this is the father's house. So I don't know why I did this. But now back to my obsessions. I feel like the Mother Eureka thing, it has come back, not as intense as the last time, but it has definitely been revived. But also, I now have an obsession with 3 Cheers for a Sweet Revenge, I believe it's called, by My Chemical Romance. And also for the Eat EP by Poppy, which both, like, my Poppy obsession is nothing new. It's something that has lasted for the past 4 years. But that's a whole different topic, you know? One obsession that is new is my jogging obsession. I used to be scared of jogging because I don't like running. But then I eventually decided, like, dude, I want to start running. So I just started running. I don't know, I guess my brain works in simple ways. I don't know how to explain it else. That is not a correct English sentence. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But, and it's been going pretty good so far, I must say. It's almost like that time that my ballet obsession got revived. I don't even know if I talked about that. But I did ballet for 8 years, and then I stopped, and then I started again recently. But only I did it on my own. Oh yeah, one thing that I forgot to mention is, I don't know if I sound sick right now, but I sound sick in my brain. That is just because it is the morning, and when I wake up, my nose is closed. So when I sound excited, I just sound like fucking stupid. Which I find to be quite enjoyable, actually. And also, like, my voice is breaking the whole entire time. I don't know what is going on, but I'm fine with it. We're chilling. But I've been pretty happy with my jogging obsession recently. I've also been, it also progresses really fucking fast, so that makes me happy. But, you know, I was enjoying my jogging obsession till my knees started hurting. And that is unrelated to jogging. Just one day I woke up, and I don't know what happened, or when this happened, or why this happened, but, like, all I remember is I did something, don't know what. I was either in bed or, like, walking around doing something, and my knee just fucking cracked, like, really hard, and it has been hurting for 4 days. And it won't go away. I don't know what to do anymore, but it still hurts a little. It doesn't really, like, hurt as much, and I can walk around just fine, but every now and then it just hits me like, ow, my fucking knee. So, that has been pretty interesting. I think it is ballet related, because ever since I started doing ballet again, I also started stretching my ankles more, and since that, my ankles have been cracking every single time that they, flex. Not flex, they do a little point. So, I think it may be something related to that. I have no clue. But I really want to run, but I am scared for my knee. And then yesterday, I wanted to do my normal workout shit, that I have been doing for the past 4 years. Little subtle flex. I have never said flex I don't want to say that. Ew. Now I'm having instant regret. I'm just gonna move on. I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. But I just wanted to do one of those, regular shit. But then my shoulder blade hurts like a fucking motherfucker. That is definitely a sentence I just strung together. So I couldn't, because I don't want to injure my shoulder any more than I already have. I don't know how it happened, by the way. I just woke up yesterday morning and my shoulder hurt like a bitch. So I found that to be pretty interesting. I guess I should talk about the build, but I don't know what to say about it. Just like Emery's style is just blue. There's nothing more I can say about it. This build did take me like this part of the build, this house, took me really long because the whole entire game was lagging, because at this point I had turned the house thingy into a residential rental. And if you don't know what that means, it just pretty much means like you can have multiple Sims living on a lot even though they're not in your household. But that also means, and this is the most important part, that your whole entire fucking game just fucking breaks, which makes me mad. It's just like every single time that you place down an item, I had to wait like 2 seconds while the game was just like completely fucking frozen, which was really, really annoying. But, I guess I just tested my patience. And I overcame. I overcame. I survived. I did all of that shit, but it was really annoying as fuck. And I also spent a whole lot of time searching through the household inventory because I had moved all of their stuff along with them. But there was also like 4 bottles of nail polish in there, like all of that kind of bullshit shit. Yeah, whatever, Elvira. Let's just say bullshit shit and move on. But yeah, so it took a while. Oh, now I'm decorating the dead daughter's room. I was really upset when she died. I kind of liked her. But then again, at Marina's wedding, her mom also died. But that was fine, because I didn't like her anyway. But that's unrelated. I had a whole storyline going on. But I quite liked the alien daughter's room. I really decorated it in like an alien way. As you can see with like the black and blue colors and shit, and like the weird art stuff. But I found this room to be pretty fun. I quite enjoyed this room. I never really got all too invested in Aurora, the alien dead daughter who drowned. But I liked her general presence, She was nice. Even though I never really played with her, but she was nice. Also, this is the point where you can really see that I gave up, because I just see like I just decorated. Excuse me, why did I combine decorated and ejaculated? I did not need that in my life. Jesus fucking Christ. I just decorated that gym in 2 seconds. Like, I just put down a mirror and like a decoration box and a couple of exercise equipment shit, and then moved on. At this point I was just kind of done. So I just started placing around wallpaper, I think. Because I think at this point, my build is almost done. Like, the decorating part. Like, from here, I just start going landscaping crazy. Oh, and I also have two buildings outside. Yeah, outside these two buildings, there's two shared areas. One of them is a greenhouse, which I did not include, because me building the greenhouse was just mainly, like, me dealing with bugs and moving it around and going to manage world and moving it around and finding out I can't apparently place roofs, and then I got mad and quit. So I did not include that because it was pretty boring, and like most of it was spent doing that or looking through the household inventory to put my plants in. But I did include little horse barn I put in. I still don't know how to feel about this horse barn thingy. I guess it's just a barn, not really a specific horse barn. I don't know why I call it a horse barn. This barn, or stalls. These are stalls. Yes, right. Words, am I right? I don't know what those are. I don't know how to feel about it from the outside, because at this point, you can really tell I was fucking done with this build and I just wanted to move on. So I didn't really invest all too much time in this. I just kind of like try to make it look decent and then played with my Sims, because that was like the ultimate goal for me here was not to build a pretty house. It was to get this done so I can play with my household again. By the way, I don't know if these stalls are even functional, because I never saw my horse go into it. But then again, my horse was also an annoying motherfucker. That was because he would get really mad that he wasn't having any fun. But when I told him to go play with his little horse ball, he would get mad and not do it. And then my sim would get sad because the horse wasn't listening to her. And like, she tried this all throughout her adult life. This horse would not get happy unless she went running with it, which was really, really annoying, because every day she would just wake up and the horse would be fucking mad. Which also like influences competitions and shit. But yeah, so that kind of annoyed me a little, but you know, I survived, I guess, in a way. And now I'm starting my landscaping. I mostly landscape with debug, because when I landscape my builds, and especially like these huge fucking lots, I want the landscaping to like match everything that's going on. And this environment is fucking huge. So if this huge part of this huge environment doesn't fit, it's gonna look really fucking weird. So I dug around in debug a lot, and I placed like a whole lot of shit around. And I feel like in the end it turned out pretty good. And by the way, I do know that if you lower the foundation, I could have like put the plants up closer to the building, but I just could not be bothered to do that for some reason. And instead I just kind of filled it in with non-debug shit a bit closer to the house. But yeah, now I'm trying to think of fun little features. I put the wishing well from Romantic Garden stuff that was free recently, so I put that in here because I thought that it would be funny. And after building this, I forgot that I was there, and I never used it, and I'm about to move out of my house, so I don't know if I'm ever gonna use it. And I'm placing lights. I also put lights on the fences, which, oh god, are you okay? My cat's okay. She just fell. Oh my god. She tried jumping up to the window, like to the windowsill, and she just jumped, like, she jumped against a wall and fell onto my bed. Jesus. Okay, I think she's okay. She seems happy. I'm gonna pick her up. No, she's walking away now. Now she's looking at me. Mava, what do you want? She's looking at me very cutely. I don't know what she wants from me. Mava, come here. Can I pick her up? Maybe I can pick her up. Mava. I have picked her up and I put her on my lap. Let's see if she stays. I think she's gonna stay. She's like looking around now. Yeah, okay, she's staying. I love her. She had been on my lap this whole entire time until she decided to jump against the wall. You're so smart, aren't you? I don't know what I was talking about. I remember I was talking about the wishing well. Oh yeah, I should use the wishing well, see what happens before I move out. Or I should take it to the house that's gonna be completely black. I'm really excited to continue building that house. So no, I won't disappear for another month, except if the build is too big, which it probably is because it's my legacy house. And this, by the way, this is one of my favorite areas in the house. I only used it once, but it was really, really fun. And now I'm just gonna hop into the game and show you a little tour of this build. Okay, and now we're officially in the game. So this is the lot. And the fucking cursed horse ball that my horse never used. I hope if you have this house, it does. But now I can show you around a little bit. I'll start here and we'll just make our way around, I guess. Let's go down. This is the little greenhouse. All the plants in here are dead, but that is because my game is bugged. And for some reason, it will not remove the weeds. I don't think there's any weeds right now. I don't know. But either way, The Sims, for some reason, can't remove the weeds like 90% of the time. This is the first backyard. This is the sister's grave because she died. Remember that? That was fun. This is also at the point where I gave up. But let's enter the very first house now. We have a little wraparound porch, which I fucking love. A little flower arranging table. I never use this. Grill. And we walk in the entrance. I cut this out, and this is Ashton's room. I rushed this room, and that's why it looks bad. But yeah, that is his room. He's gonna get his whole house, so there will be a redemption for him. This is like the combined office with the tragic clown painting, because it kind of fit in the room, you know. It's not my problem if it fits the theme. I'm gonna use it. Also, the bathrooms. I really, really like the bathrooms in this house, but I did not include them because it would have been kind of useless. This is the living space. I love this living space. I didn't really add anything in here. So this is pretty much the same, like living room, dining room, kitchen, and I love this. Oh, I did add this thing, but no, I can't delete it actually because Marina just had another fucking kid. Then we go upstairs through the stairs over here, and I have like this. I also rushed this room, but oh, and there's a. Why does it look like that? Excuse me. Okay, that baby is not supposed to have the same color as this fucking stuffed animal, but it does somehow. I'm also gonna redecorate this room, probably in the new house, or I'm gonna give them another nicer house when I move Marina and stuff out, because this is fucking tragic, but I just, like, built this really quickly, because I just wanted to keep on playing. Then we have this little bathroom, and then I thought this was kind of nice. I put, like, some little doormats in front of each of their rooms. This is Lorelei's room, and the carpet that burned in the fire because of the fireplace, but it's besides the point. I quite like this room. There's another one of these bathrooms, and then Marina's room. It's really, really pink, which is not something I usually do. Usually I go for something more like this, but I quite liked the pink here, and I love this bathroom. I put a lot of effort into this bathroom, even though it may not seem like it, but I really, really like it. Like, I like that this is like pattern and this is not. And that is pretty much this house. Let's go down again, and then we can go into the little barn here. We have 2 stalls. They have never been used because Ghost, my horse, never went in them, but I guess if they're slightly dirty, that he may have gone into them at some point, but I never seen him do that. And I also never cleaned these, so I'm not sure if they're functional. I don't even know if this is functional. Definitely not, because I never really refilled this. To conclude, this is not functional, probably, mostly. This thing is functional, because otherwise my horse would have died. And this is one of my favorite little areas. This little party room, I guess. I don't know what else I would call it. And then this backyard, Also a grave in the front yard, but you know, that's besides the point. And here, oh yeah, here I hid the little well. I have got to use that. I'm gonna use that. I put in a pool because two of the people here. Why is there a violin outside? Go over there. That's supposed to be Emery's. I think that's supposed to be in his inventory, and he just placed it down there. And a horse shit. Okay, let's just hide that. This is a little bathtub, swimming pool, because two of the people that live here are mermaids, I think. Yeah, two. And then in this house, we have a little entryway, which I once again cut out because entryways don't really interest me. Bathroom over here is an ensuite bathroom. And let's move on to over here. You walk into the dining room pretty much with a whole bunch of this shit. Okay, let's sell those. Don't need those. And a white cake. We can just hide that in our inventory. I don't know in which inventory this places it. It looks like the one on Lorelei's. Yeah, okay, right. So this is their little kitchen, a huge fucking piano, then a cozy little living room. I quite like this living room. Like, you got the fireplace and the books, but on the other side you have the TV. I think that's kind of nice. And also a little patio space with the violin, I guess. And this is one of those rooms where I gave up again. This is like the Emery's little study. He was a musician. There's a whole bunch of music stuff in there, and I also put an easel because easels are kind of nice. Then here we have Emery's bedroom. I think this is a point where I half gave up, which you can kind of see. And in hindsight, let me just show you what I would have done now, because like, this room is a really odd shape. Now, if I had to do this again, I would block this off and put a door here. So it's like you walk into a closet space and then you walk into a bathroom, which would make a whole lot more sense, but I did not do that at the time. But now let's move on to upstairs. This is another, a lot of people died. I don't know what to say. Oh, those are all my Sims, and that's sheep. Let's see what else is in here. A nude gnome. Great. Not all too much else, I guess. Just a whole bunch of pictures. Mostly of sheep. I quite like this one. This was my first legacy person thing. But I gotta collect all this stuff and put it in Lorelei's inventory, because this is like supposed to be all like legacy heirlooms shit, but I couldn't. It like The Sims was confusing, so Emery took all of the stuff, which also means he took all of the heirloom shit. But I'm gonna transfer all of that because right now we're in. But I'm gonna do that later. I'm not gonna sit here explaining myself. You just want to see the tour. This is Aurora's room. She fucking died for the gazillionth time. I guess this room does kind of match her, because, you know, she died in water. Her whole entire room is blue. So I guess it kind of works. And she also has a little ensuite. And then here we have the gym, in which I gave up. So, yeah, that is pretty much this lot. I still don't know how to feel about the terrain paint, but I feel like it turned out pretty well. Also kind of matched the environment kind of nicely. I did not put any horse trading stuff, but there is like these barrel shit over here and some horse jumping stuff and more barrel stuff and horse shit. So I didn't really feel like it was necessary, and there wasn't really all too much space for it, but I guess you could have put something here or here, you know, but I just didn't because it already felt kind of crowded. But yeah, I'll see you guys at some point in time again. Yeah, bye-bye.